I'd like you to meet Bill and Nancy. Like you and me, they're two hardworking, middle-aged Americans whose assets include real estate and IRA. They'd like to know that their hard work will provide security for their retirement. I'm sure you feel the same. There's just one problem. We've all seen the value of our homes and our IRAs shrink. Do you remember what it was like back before 2008? We all had a lot of faith in the value of our homes and our savings in our IRAs. But we've all seen what the government and the economy has done. We've all experienced losses as much as 40% in our IRAs, and who knows what our homes are going to be worth. We're dealing with an overinflated stock market, a housing bubble, and a government that just can't seem to agree on anything. Some of those supposed blue chip stocks that we all invested in went to zero, never to regain their value, and many IRAs experienced massive losses. Bill and Nancy are just like the rest of us. They can't go back to work for another 20 years to make up for these losses. And investors like you and I can't afford to lose any more money in our IRAs or other investments. The picture seems to be getting bleaker and bleaker. We find ourselves here at 2013 with the U.S. national debt ballooning over $16.5 trillion. $5 trillion of that coming in the last 4 years. To add to our alarm, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke seems to have a misguided role in solving these problems. He said the government has a solution. It's called a printing press. I don't know about you, but I have to work for my money, and I can't just go borrow some either when I'm in trouble. But the government continues to and keeps borrowing more from China, getting us deeper and deeper into debt, into the trillions. The Congressional Budget Office has forecasted by 2016 the U.S. national debt will have grown to $20 trillion. Can you imagine? Since 2001, the dollar has lost 28% of its buying power. I don't get paid 28% more, and I can't buy as much. What about you? The FDIC is running a $21 billion deficit. And last year alone, over 800 banks were shut down for insolvency. So we have to ask ourselves, how safe is our money in the bank? Every time I turn on the news, it continues to report that the economies around the world are teetering on the brink of a Euro-style meltdown. Maybe you and I don't have a clear picture of what's going on, but governments around the world certainly do, as central banks are buying more gold than they have in the last 40 years. Don't you think we should be too? What do they know that we don't know? But there is hope for the smart investor who's willing to take action. That's what I know Bill and Nancy are doing. They're joining millions of Americans and taking back control of their investments and their destiny. We have to be proactive investors. Adding physical gold to your IRA that is stored for you and available throughout your retirement protects you. It actually safeguards your IRA and hedges you against inflation and continued government mismanagement in these troubling times. Listen, we don't know everything about investing, but there's one thing for sure. Gold has never been worth zero and has always been a safe haven for those looking to preserve wealth. Currencies are unknown where they're going to land in the future. I feel that the takeaway is clear. You don't have to let your IRA or your old 401k continue to get hammered in this economy. Gold has appreciated over 500% in the last 10 years alone. And done right, investing in gold does not incur any taxes or penalties.